play, but we didn't know until right before because he's tough. We thought he might play, but I guess he has got a pretty bad fever, so he's not really feeling too hot right now.
Is there a point where just the effect of the in and out, the merry-go-round of players kind of affects you guys?
It's kind of like a here we go again thing. It's like who's going to be next this week, but I mean we can't make excuses based on that. Like we got to come ready to play, and I mean they just completely dominated us on the boards or forcing us to turn it over. I mean we had Leaky playing the floor most of the game, so it's kind of weird adjusting to that type of play. And I mean Leaky hasn't played the floor all year. He's been playing pretty much every position because he's so good at moving around without the ball. He can play on the ball. So, but the big position here is so different than probably anywhere else in the country because a lot of teams are playing 4 out 1 in with a 5, and the 4 is more of a guard spot as we see people playing smaller. But with us, we run 2 bigs. So with Leaky inside, it's a little more difficult to adjust to that position.
You had a 4-guard stretch. You had a 4-guard stretch where I think it looked like you were at the 4 for a while.
Yeah.
Have you done any of that in practice? Or
no,
what?
but I know the position, so it's I mean, it's not like too hard, but it is different because you have a tendency to want to space out and get to the wings and shoot the ball from the outside. So you have to stay around the rim more, and the 4 and 5 are our biggest rebounders, obviously, in our offense, especially. So you always have to crash the glass, and we didn't really do that well today.
What is the emotion of the team right now? Is it more exasperation how things?
Yeah, that's actually the word I was going to use. But like, sure, we can feel that way, but like there's still work to be done. I mean, we're not. I feel like I'm saying this every week, but we're not giving it up just yet. There's still stuff to fight for, stuff to play for, and we just gotta like put it all together in one game. And today it was rebounding. We were just getting dominated. Yeah, we were undermanned, but that's not an excuse for North Carolina.
Where did you feel it most without Garrison?
Rebounding, for sure. Like there's no question. And offensively, probably a close second. It's like Armando was trying really hard to get involved and get in the post, but he's only one guy, and it's hard for him to just play the whole game and like keep pushing really hard every time and establish himself down low. With Garrison, it kind of takes some of the load off, which is why we run 2 bigs, because if you keep pounding inside, then their bigs get tired and then they have to sub. So we kind of had the adverse effect. We had to keep going smaller and smaller the longer the game drew on. So we really missed Garrison offensively because we had a consistent score. I mean, he's averaging like 15 or 16 a game or something like that. And we really missed that inside presence.
How much would you say you missed him for his play versus his kind of leadership and what he's meant?
Well, I think they go hand in hand because Garrison is like he's a servant leader. He always put himself forward. He's not the most vocal guy. I mean, he's emotional, obviously, on the court. You guys have all seen it. But why we follow Garrison is because of his play, his defense, his hustle every play. So I think they tie within one another. So he's a huge piece of this program, and we really miss him out there on the floor again.
So Justin, I understand that ankle happened in practice.
Yeah, Thursday, I think.
Think about all the injuries.
Yeah.
I
I didn't know it was that bad, but apparently it was because, he didn't really practice Friday at all. But, it's just one after the other. But we got to come back, next man up, and get ready for state. I think we got state next week. All right. Tuesday night.
One more question. You said here we go, kind of a here we go again thing. Mm-hmm. You guys have had that with the buzzer beaters. You had that earlier when some of those blown leads. That kind of. How many different types of here we go again scenarios can you guys take?
Well, I wouldn't say it's like, I don't think we're getting unlucky, like per se. We're just not making the plays we need to make. Obviously, the shot has to go in, right? That's part of it. And sometimes there's things you can do, sometimes there isn't. But I think for a majority of the times we've gotten beat late or given up a lead, it's because we haven't made winning plays in the right situations. So a lot of it is on us. I'd say probably more than 90% of it is on us. And sure, they have to make the shots, but it's on us to put us in a position where we can make winning plays.